Right, okay, next up we've got the bass. So what I have here is I did originally start with a um, serum patch. As you can see here, I've bounced it out to audio. This serum patch, I think it's this one. It's a very subby low sound with some automation bringing in. So if I go to this point here, that's like the top layer. So if you look on this one here, so this is again split into the high and low frequencies, and then that high level is automated to only come in. So if I go here, we've got no signal on the high there, but we go to the automation with it on. That's how I control some of the rhythm of the track using automation rather than like almost using the bass in a percussive sense, like adding that rhythm. So like it's a very simple drum pattern, but the rhythm of the bass gives it that groove, and then it's just a similar sound. I can't play that down here. This is the other bass sound. Like this one. That's like an intro that comes in just before the drop, and then that's on every 8 bars. Sorry, every 16 bars. And then later on in the track, this part comes in, and that's again another serum patch with automation. We got some pitch bends happening. It's a single hit on the beginning part, and then like I say, it's a permanent hit. And we've got automation coming in. And all of them are brought into, so we've got bass 1, bass 2, bass 3. They're separated into a high and low with like some parallel, just with some parallel processing. Each of the grayed out channels are ones I've brought in with just using some extra effects, different layers. They're all running through a reverb and a convolution reverb send, and then they're all brought together into their respective high and low. So all the low frequency stuff just gets left clean. That goes to a low bus, and then the high frequency stuff comes through to the bass bus, and then they run through the side chain for the kicks, side chain for the snare, and they're controlled by. If I just show quick, I've got two triggers here. So these are just little tiny clicks that aren't actually, they have no output to the master, and I've got them timed so they're a little tiny bit before where the transient is. So it just gives, it's almost like look ahead in a compressor or a limiter. It's just giving that sidechain a chance to actually trigger ready for when that transient comes of the actual snare. I've just felt like that's been working a lot better lately. And that's pretty much it for the bass. Just there's got saturation on different levels. What's this? Some parallel. I've created the sound in this side to be panned slightly left with a parallel reverb that I've got panned to the right. So it's kind of like filling the space of both. So you've got the dry sound there and the reverb to the other side. And yeah, then there's a send with that Mishby plugin that just messing with it a little bit. Some parallel distortion and with a bit of EQing, and a phaser with auto pan. And it's just along the board, similar things like on here. There's a Camel Crusher and a phaser as well, and just all of them all brought together into their buses. And then yeah, I've got a limiter here, which is for the snare sidechain. No, it's sidechaining something at 47. And now I'm confused. it's doing something anyway. And yeah, that's that for the bass.